Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on teams. Definition. A team is a small group of people with complementary skills who work actively together to achieve a common purpose for which they hold themselves collectively accountable. Advantages of teams. First, outperforms individuals. Second, effectively increase motivation. Third, facilitate employee involvement. Fourth, more flexible and responsive to changes in environment. And fifth, ensure better use of employee talents. Moving on to the nature of teams. First, a relatively permanent work group. Second, members coordinate activities to achieve one or more common objectives. Third, fundamental goal is to perform collectively. Fourth, leadership roles are shared. Fifth, teams are encouraged to conduct open-ended problem-solving meetings. And finally, all teams are groups, but all groups are not teams because teams concentrate on individual and team goals, and team members share responsibilities for the result. Moving on to the characteristics of an effective team. First, objectives and goals should be obvious and easily implementable. Second, leadership should be appropriate. Third, openness and confrontation should be present. Fourth, team performance should be reviewed regularly. Fifth, there should be cooperation and trust among members. Sixth, individual development should be focused on. 7. Procedures should be sound. And finally, intergroup relationships should be sound. Moving on to the types of teams. First, problem-solving team. These are temporary teams and their main objective is solving specific problems in a workplace. Such teams are dissolved after they solve the problem at hand. Next, work teams. These teams focus on routine work in organizations. Their aim is to ensure optimum use of an organization's resources. Third, management teams. These are permanent teams comprising managers from different departments who coordinate together. The focus is on ensuring teams have a positive impact on overall performance. Next, cross-functional teams. Such teams comprise employees at the same hierarchical levels but work in different domains. The members collaborate to achieve a task. Such teams assist people from different areas in an organization to exchange information, develop ideas, solve problems, and coordinate difficult projects. And finally, virtual teams. The members of such a team do not meet in person. They conduct meetings using computers, teleconferencing, and other modern electronic communication devices. Moving on to setting team goals. First, alignment. Individual and team goals should be aligned with each other. Second, understanding. Members should clearly understand how delivery of goals at the individual level contributes to the team and the organization overall. Third, SMART. Goals should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Fourth, allocation. Accountabilities and responsibilities should be allocated clearly. Fifth, performance indicators. Key performance indicators should be devised to determine progress towards objectives. If targets are off track, corrective measures should be implemented. Sixth, identifying dependencies. Inter-task dependencies should be identified. Inputs delivered by individuals or other teams or should be identified, and regular flow of communication among the members should be maintained. 7th, identifying risk. Risk must be isolated and steps to avoid them must be implemented. And finally, commitment by all members. Team members should be committed towards realizing team goals. Thank you.